All right, so UFC 310 just finished. I'm not gonna lie, a bit disappointed by what ended up working out. A bit too much of stalling wrestling, which I'll get to in a second. It's just tough seeing some of these events with not a lot of finishes when it's literally like 1 a.m. by the time the whole card is done here in the East Coast. Like, it's a bit too much. So let's talk about the first fight on the card. Real quick, before I get into the card reaction, 97% of you guys aren't subscribed, so make sure you subscribe if you like MMA, influencer boxing, or boxing content. I post 3 to 4 times a week on this channel, so make sure you subscribe. Okay, so first fight on the card I'm going to be talking about is Sterling versus Elvoyev. I want to, can I just call him, I'm going to call him Mosar, because I can't say his last name and it's pissing me off. So, this is the exact type of fight that I'm talking about, that I was complaining about with the stalling wrestling. Aljo, dude, I know you train with Marab, but holy shit, dude. Nothing but stalling. He doesn't look to finish his fights whatsoever. And, dude, like I said, like, the cards run too late, bro. I don't want to see you on his back doing nothing for 3 rounds. Like, Mozart at least was trying to, like, land significant strikes and try to land submissions. And Aljo was really just stalling. So the people online saying Aljo should have won, just shut up, dude. Let's not promote that type of wrestling. Please, dude. It's so bad. They're just stalling against the cage, or in this case with Aljo, he just sits on their back. Like, no, dude. Fighters should always be looking to finish the fight, dude. I don't care what anybody says. So yeah, Mosar gets the win. Like I said, he was a bit more offensive on the ground, like actually trying to land shots and actually try to potentially finish the fight. So his more aggressive nature won him the fight on my cards and the judges' scorecards. I agreed. So yeah, 2-1 win for Mosar, and can't say I'm too excited to see who he fights next, but sure. Next fight I'm gonna be talking about is Luque versus Garimbo. Now, I know Luque was good, but damn, this was a great performance by Luque. He landed a straight right hand that hurt Garimbo right away, and then got him with a Darce choke in the first round and got him out of there. Originally, this was going to be a Nick Diaz fight, but obviously a lot of stuff is going on with Nick Diaz right now. It would not have gone well having Luque versus Nick Diaz. That should have never been a fight in general. If Nick ends up being better and comes back, it should not be against somebody like Luque. It should be against somebody like Chiesa or Gueda, like somebody around Nick's age. So I don't know why they were setting up Nick Diaz. Luque is really good. Very dominant performance, and I can't wait to see what he does next in the welterweight division. I wonder what they could do with him. He said they called out Masvidal, so I don't think that's a bad idea. So we'll see. Next fight was Dominic Reyes versus Anthony Smith. Now, this was a very sad fight, not going to lie. Anthony Smith actually looked pretty decent early on with pretty good boxing. He failed to take down, which wasn't the best, but by round 2, man, Reyes started landing elbows on him when he was trying to land a single leg, and he was basically curling up after that point. And it seems like he's going to hang it up after this. I think it's a good idea. He seems like a good dude. He seems like a good personality for TV. He's just not the best fighter, and there's no reason to take extra damage. So, respect to Anthony Smith for being a warrior and fighting all these years. Obviously, I poked fun at him, but at the end of the day, he's a lot tougher than most of us. So, shout out to Anthony Smith. And yeah, Dominic Reyes breaks his win streak, but I don't think it means too much in this aspect. We'll see what's up with him next. Let me know in the comments what you think will be next with Dominic Reyes. They were talking about he can make another title run. I don't know about all that. I know he beat John Jones. Some people aren't going to like that, but in my opinion, he did. But he really hasn't been great since then. So I don't know about a title shot, but we'll see what's next for him. All right, next fight was Bryce Mitchell versus Kron Gracie. Now, another example of why this card was a bit disappointing. Now, literally my notes for round 1 is boring grapple fest and it's too late for this shit was literally the first notes I made for this fight. So yeah, the first round was like that. Gracie just kept pulling guard, and then Mitchell was just down to go with him because he also had good jiu-jitsu. Gracie almost landed R-bar in round 2, which I respect him for. He did more than Aljo, and people have been hating on Chiron more than Aljo right now. I'm just putting it out there. And this was my reaction to the fight live. And these guys are good in grappling. They're better when they're on top. And there was a couple of times where Bryce Mitchell cracked Kron Gracie, and there was a point where he shot a takedown after rocking him, which I never really understand. So you're cracking him on the feet, and you decide to shoot on a jiu-jitsu guy for what? For what, dude? Just get him out of there, please. And Kron Gracie was pulling guards so many times that even Joe Rogan, the jiu-jitsu black belt, was complaining. Oh, not again. That's what I mean. Bro, if we have Joe Rogan complaining, bro, that's how you know this shit's chopped. Then Kron Gracie pulls guard again in round 3. And then Bryce Mitchell like slams him off it with his forearm and then lands some nasty follow-up elbows that TKO's Kron Gracie in round 3, which I actually missed because I was too busy complaining about Kron Gracie pulling guard again. Wait, what? I missed it. Fuck. I literally looked away for 1 second because of the takedown. I was too busy complaining about Gracie pulling guard again and lost him the fight. Holy shit. What happened? So yeah, Bryce Mitchell with a great win. It was a boring fight, but it is what it is, I guess. All right, next fight was Gane versus Volkov. Now, this was very interesting. It was a robbery, in my opinion. Gane looked a lot better on the ground, I will say that, but it's still, Volkov still did more on the ground. He was even borderline doing more on the feet in most of the rounds. Like, I had him winning 2-1. And then they ended up giving Gane the decision. I really don't understand that at all. That was a robbery. It was a clear 2 rounds to 1-2 in my opinion. And it seemed like they were trying to justify it was because he won round 1, but I felt like it was because Volkov won the last 2 rounds. I could be mistaken because it's been so long at this point. Like these events, it's 1:40 right now. Why am I recording this video right now? Because I love y'all. That's why I'm trying to grow this channel. But anyways, yeah, definitely a robbery. I feel like Volkov definitely did more in that fight. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And yeah, so that means that Gane's going to be facing Aspinall next if the John Jones fight isn't happening. I've been seeing some rumors that it is, so we'll see. So we'll see what happens at heavyweight, man. It's heating up a little bit. All right, next fight, Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Ian Machado Gary. Now, this fight kind of went how I expected, but not at the same time because Shavkat won 4 rounds to 1 in my opinion. It was a dominant performance. But Ian Gary's takedown defense was very good. I know some people might point at Shavkat like he was stalling when like you could say I was calling out other people, but I'm not going to call it Shavkat. The reason why I'm not going to call it stalling is because Ian Gary's takedown defense was keeping him up. He was actually trying to bring down Ian Gary the whole time. He was trying to bring him up by the upper body, but Ian Gary had too good of takedown defense before that. But, excuse me, when Shavkat started shooting for his legs, he was landing takedowns a lot easier. And I think overall that Shavkat was outstriking Ian Gary too. Like Ian Gary had really good leg kicks and everything, but it just wasn't enough. He wasn't landing anything upstairs that was really bugging Shavkat. He landed some head kicks, but some head kicks. I can't fucking speak because I'm tired. But he landed some head kicks, but Shavkat ate that shit for dinner, and he just kept pushing forward. Shavkat is a monster. His cardio wasn't a problem. First time going 5 rounds too. And even personal feelings aside about Ian Machado Gary, I just feel like he's gonna get chinned one day, man. Like he really isn't that great on the feet. Like his striking defense, he relies a lot on his range and keeping his hands like out here. Like he's gonna get clipped by somebody. Like Shavkat didn't have the reach to do it, but if he faces somebody long and powerful, I think he's in trouble. So we'll see what he got next. I know he wants a Colby Covington fight. I would love for that fight to happen. I know Colby's wrapped up with another fight, but maybe after that fight they could fight. That would be cool because I feel like that'll be a great build-up for the fight, but may actually be a boring fight, to be honest, when it actually happens, but the build-up would be great. So I think it'll be worth it. Shavkat's going to face Bilal now, and I hope that Shavkat wins the title because I think he's really entertaining. Bilal is a staller, so let's get him out of here. All right, now the main event of the evening, Alexander Pantoja versus Kai Asakura. Now, this fight started really fast, with Kai Asakura landing a flying knee in like the first 10 seconds or so. Oh, flying knee. Holy shit. Goodness gracious. Oh, they're getting right into it. Now, Kai Asakura's striking is very good, but I'm not going to lie. His striking defense isn't the greatest. Like, Pantoja was very good. He was better on the feet than I thought. I wasn't too educated on Pantoja before this, but he got clipped by a couple of shots that hurt him. Kaya Sakura. He got hit with a couple of hooks that wobbled him. One seemed to kind of drop him, but Pantoja was going for a takedown anyway, so you couldn't really tell. Yeah, man, Kaya Sakura is very talented, but he needs to work a little bit more to be better on a UFC level. I missed it, like I'll show you in a second, but Pantoja eventually got Kaya Sakura's back and ended up getting him to the ground, landing a rear naked choke and getting him out of there. I'm gonna fucking... I really missed it because it lagged. Which you can see, I was very happy about missing the finish of the main event. You know, the whole thing was working just fine. They're in the prelims and all the boring grapple fest. I was seeing every single second of Aljo holding down Evelev on the ground. I saw every second of that fight, but I missed the finish of the main event. That's just my luck, dude. Trying to run a YouTube channel, trying to get reactions. Well, y'all gotten a reaction, and it was real, but damn, bro, this shit's getting sickening with this fucking buffering when the most important fights are going on, bro. It's driving me crazy. So yeah, overall, Kaya Sakura really struggled with Pantoja's elite striking and wrestling, to be fair. Like I said, Kaya Sakura was getting caught with a lot of stuff. Him training with Marab didn't do anything for the takedown defense. He was getting mauled on the ground, got finished in the second round, which is my luck. I said he was going to knock out Alexander Pantoja. I don't even know where I stood with the overall records of this, but probably not great. This is why I always advise you guys to not parlay my picks, because I wouldn't be making money if I was betting personally, so just don't do it. So yeah, man, UFC 310, I thought it was a bit disappointing. Let me know what you guys thought about in the comments. Let me know how exciting you find stalling wrestling to be down below and how wrong I am. Let me know what you think the next fight for all these fighters are down below also. If you're looking for a new combat sports podcast, me and my boy Lucas started the Day One's podcast. Episode 2 is out now. Episode 3 will be dropping Monday. Actually, we record Monday, and then it'll be dropping Wednesday. So make sure you're tuned for that. Link will be in the description. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about this event. Once again, I thought it was a bit disappointing considering all the hype that was around it. This was supposed to be like a super card for UFC. Not quite the results that we got from it, to be honest. But it's alright. 311 should be good, but will this happen again with 311? Hopefully not. Make sure you guys like the video. Every single like matters since I'm a small channel. So does every single subscription. So you really are contributing more than you do with bigger creators. So just think about that. Also, make sure you guys turn on notifications because you do not want to rely on YouTube's algorithm for me to pop up. It's not the greatest with that. So just turn on notifications. Thank you guys for listening to me yap like usual. And peace out.